Well, I traveled back in time again. Welcome to another video on this channel. Today I'm back in the end of a new beginning mod. This time I will be playing as the one and only army state Prussia. As Prussia, I will be unifying the German states into an empire under the Iron Chancellor Otto von Bismarck. So let's head in. Alright. Prussia in 1857. We are, as you know, in a German confederation, which was created after the Napoleonic Wars to have like a sort of Germany. It wasn't. We are of course a member of the German Confederation, which doesn't really allow us to generate a war goal against somebody, because we have to consult the Confederation first. Well, we are also a member of the Zollverein, and we also signed the Wiener Münzvertrag. Some economic buffs and political power debuffs, I guess. Then we have Geheimer Polizeiverein, and we are a leading member of it, which is there for stability and suppressing revolutionary movements. Then we have the Dreiklassenwahlrecht, which is our voting rights, and which I guess that's fine. Then we have a Legacy of Clausewitz, which reduces the manpower we get and also increases land doctrine cost. Not great. So we'll have to, reform our war doctrine. Then we have Generalstab, reducing political power but giving us some army buffs. Then we have Landwehr, increasing attack and defense on core territory. And we are also currently rebuilding the Hohenzollern Castle down here. And we have medium-scale railways. Great. Anyways, let's look at the focus tree, which is a few stuff to do, especially in the economic side, but we are in the industrialization era. Oh yes, we have economy stuff here, we have army stuff here, navy stuff there, North German Confederation stuff right there, and then some political stuff right here, which will later get unlocked when we have our Verfassungskonflikt. And foreign policy is right here, and colonial ambition. Down here we have our unification focus, which will lead us to even more focuses, but I don't know if I'm gonna play for that long, especially because it's not that much fleshed out. Well, anyways, let's start with the economy, because economy. We have a few troops here, let's just put them right there. And for the beginning research, this will be it, whatever I can research, I guess, because there's a lot of things to research. I will start the construction of civilian factories in Berlin for later missions, I guess, and also because, civilian factories are always great, especially to complete all these missions then. And this will be our starting production line, I guess. Well, anyways, this should be everything. We can basically start now. Let us get the administrative reformer for political power gain. We also now have some decisions here, but they will get unlocked when we complete focuses or, build factories. Oh boy, the panic of 1857. Oh dear. The crash of 1857, the rails give way, and yeah, that's not good. That doesn't help. Well, we now have to encourage urbanization in Berlin, so let's do that. It doesn't cost much, just 20 political power, and we have to do this until we have the million population there. Well, I mainly did this now to recruit this guy. Let's also get the philanthropist building contractor. Moving towards economic recovery. Wonderful, the panic is over. So yeah, we have no regency, increasing stability a bit, so which helps, because, he's reducing stability. Reconstructing Burg Hohenzollern. Let us hope it won't be too expensive. We should rebuild it immediately, probably. Yeah, that's a few days until this is finished. As long as, we are rebuilding it, we will have this here. So yeah, the new era cabinet. Karl Anton von Hohenzollern, new prime minister. Roland. And now we get conservative liberal support. Okay, let's start with an army with a state. And now let's do Königlich Preußische Armee. And now the civilian factory will be finished, which means that we have completed this mission. We also can now do this. So yeah, let's support Albert Borsig. Also, I'm now building here a military factory and a civilian factory because of the next mission that we have here. So yeah, I still have a civilian factory to build here. I removed one. If you're wondering, I did not build two already. Well, let's appoint Rohn as war minister and appoint von Moltke as army chief. Shares in the Suez Canal project. Buy the offered stocks. Yeah, let's also help a bit more in the construction. Why not? We can also recruit Helmut von Moltke as our theorist. So let's do that. I mean, he is also now a general, skill level 5. Great. Oh boy, war between Austria and Sardinia Piedmont. Who could have foreseen that one? Well, now we have this mission. So yeah. It's already on it. Oh my god, Austria lost. They're so bad. Lol. Lessons from the Austro-Sardinian War. Answerk. Plan army reform. Why not? Deutscher Nationalverein. Von der Mass bis an die Memel, von der Etsch bis an den Belt. Second Eisenach Declaration. Already started the next mission here, mostly to be able to put these guys as our company partnership. Heeresreform pending. Jawohl. Well, let us do Rohn's Reform Bill. Hope the King approves of our reform. Großartig. Parliament in opposition. Ach, herrje. Beginning of army reform. Recruitment. 1 out of 5. Vorwärts. And now we recruited some more soldiers, apparently. Great. Or reformed soldiers, because I had actually 44 troops. Budget approved provisionally. Gute Nachricht. Let's acquire more trade treaties through the Zollverein. Well, apparently Italy is reunified now. Good for them. Continued army reform. Recruitment. Vorwärts. More divisions for me. And now our King Friedrich Wilhelm IV has passed away. May you rest in peace. And now the coronation of Wilhelm I. 3 hoorays. And now he's our new king and head of state. Well, we need a bigger navy, so let's get some things here. Budget approved provisionally again. Willkommen in Neuigkeiten. Our military budget is growing. Well, let's continue some army reforms now. I'm gonna go with the historical option, because why not? So 3-year draft and demote the Landwehr. And continued army reform recruitment. Well, the American Civil War started. I believe I can send some observers. Yes. Parliamentary elections of 1861. Okay, my support is dwindling. Well, let's enforce Rohn's Reform Bill. And of course, more troops. Well, the parliament rejects budget. They haven't heard the last of this. And now the preußischer Verfassungskonflikt begins. Not good, not good. Well, the parliament is not too fond of our budget for the army. And therefore, they are now in conflict with our king who wants the budget. So, let's just dissolve parliament and become an absolute monarchy again. Let's go. And another mission is now complete. Now we have to complete this one. How long will this take actually? Oh, it's in the same year, so we're completely fine. In that case, I can probably just also do that. And also start getting some ships here. Well, and now, let's get this Bismarck fellow. The Progressive Cabinet resigns. Hinfort. Adolf Prinz zu Hohenlohe-Ingelfingen chosen as new Prime Minister. Viel Glück with enough electoral corruption. Yeah, let's do that. Right, I hope we corrupt enough politicians. Minor liberal victory. Nun gut. And the last recruitment. And now we have successfully completed army expansion by decree. Great. And now let's send for Bismarck. Time has come to consider more drastic measures. We need someone strong enough to deal with Parliament. Send for Bismarck in Paris. Otto von Bismarck chosen as new Prime Minister. Prussia's position in Germany will not be determined by its liberalism, but by its power. And now he's here. Let's do Lückentheorie. Let us deliver the Blut und Eisen speech to the Budget Commission. Not through speeches and majority decisions will the great questions of the day be decided. That was the great mistake of 1848 and 1849, but by iron and blood. Riecht nach Blut. Another parliament dissolution. Bismarck governs without a budget. Let's see, what does the constitution say? Let's fight the liberals. We now have our army reform down here. We can also do Bismarck's cabinet. And yeah, we need to complete these army reform measures. So yeah, let's start with them. Let's also get Alfred Krupp as our advisor. Let's issue the Pressordonnanz. Let us shut down parliament again. Public uproar in the German Confederation. Well, but the Danish king has decided to try and bring Schleswig more closer to Denmark, which is a clear breach of the London Protocols. The public is fuming across Germany. Skandalös. Federal execution against Denmark pending. A storm is brewing. Federal execution against Denmark. Motion granted. Frederick will regret this. Well, despite our threats, the Danish parliament approved the November constitution. Outrageous. Well, apparently their king has died and now they have a new one. Christian the 9th enacts November constitution. Inaction would be a betrayal of Germany. Motion to activate federal execution against Denmark. How will we respond to Frankfurt? Vote on activation of federal execution against Denmark. Support the motion. Activate federal execution against Denmark. Motion granted. Zu den Waffen. Let's cooperate with the Austrian Empire. Occupation of Holstein. The region is in complete chaos. Well, let's send our troops there. I have already placed them in Mecklenburg. Federal execution successful. Gute Arbeit. Time to take matters into our own hands. Jawohl. The Schleswig affair. Send an ultimatum. issue a 28-hour ultimatum to vacate Schleswig and revoke the November Constitution. Denmark's ultimatum has expired, the Danish insolence will end soon. Well, time to invade Schleswig. Alright, declaration of war against Denmark. Zu den Waffen. Well, it's time to invade these pesky Danes who can think they can just annex German land. Well, and now we've fully controlled it again and we are at peace. Well, London Conference of 1864. This will certainly be difficult. Well, we have established a high seas fleet now. Great. The London Conference Prussian vote. We will support Bismarck's proposal. Breakdown of the London Conference. That was to be expected. Well, we re-enter war now. It's great. Time to crush them even harder. Well, Denmark sues for peace. What will happen now? Peace of Vienna. Treaty of Vienna. Rejoice. End of the Second Schleswig War. That was to be expected. Great. Well, but now we have to wait for the German war to end and also be victorious in it, which of course we will be. So let's continue some economic stuff. Since when has this been there? Dude, man, this was available for almost a year. This Garstein Convention. Fine. Now, will I get another? Yep, I will get even more things here. Nice. Well, let's do that. And let's also order ships from France. This will be the last ships we have to buy. And now that we have done all the army reforms, we can finish them. This way we will get rid of Legacy of Clausewitz, which will, you know, make land doctrine cheaper and also give us more recruitable population. Yep, thank you, France. Science of War. We have to get ready. Let's break the German dualism. Financial preparations for war, so be it. Partially privatization of railways, yes, go ahead. Let's propose an alliance with the Kingdom of Italy, because you know they want Venice. And let's also do Bundesreformplan. Present Bundesreformplan. Viel Erfolg. Support Austrian socialists. Sure, why not? Support Hungarian separatists. This is an excellent idea. Accept Italian demands? Accept their demands. Assassination attempt on Bismarck. Glück gehabt. Austria blocks reform plan. Verdammt. Parliament dissolution. So sei es. Austria invokes Bundestag in Schleswig-Holstein question. Was für eine Unverfrorenheit. Occupation of Holstein. Vorwärts. Should suggest Austrian exit from German Confederation. Let's hope he is successful. Austria filed motion of federal execution against us. An die Gewehre. Federal execution granted. War on German soil is about to erupt. Declare German Confederation dissolved. Zu den Waffen. Gott ist mit uns. War within the German Confederation. And now the German war begins. Let's advance into Austrian territory. North German alliance proposal. Wozu? We attempt to invade them because they have joined Austria. That's not allowed. They can't just join Austria, man. Who do they think they are? Ah, finally some allies. Prussian army reserves mobilized. Or at least we're pushing into Austria. Old Hanover is destroyed. I can also probably now set up an actual front line here. Well, and Austria has sued for peace. Großartig. Oh, I can finally edit my unit templates, man. Finally. Offer Schutz- und Trutzbündnisse to South German countries. Guter Plan. North German Confederation treaties. Northern Germany is finally under our control. Call an election for a constitutive Reichstag. Wohl an. Prague Peace Treaty. Nun gut. Well, it's finally time to get rid of the Verfassungskonflikt and also to become a constitutional monarchy again. Well, the German Confederation is dissolved now, because now we have the North German Confederation, which is not a loose confederation of independent countries, but an actual, you know, unified state. Constitutive parliamentary elections of the North German Confederation. Fabelhaft. Schutz- und Trutzbündnis signed. Wunderbar. Prussian annexations. Wohlan. And now even more states. Well, and now only the southern states remain. Well, let's do Marine des Norddeutschen Bundes. Well, time to deal with the North German Confederation Constitution. The King of Prussia will head the Bundespräsidium. Long live the King. What? The Netherlands wants to sell Luxembourg and now they are asking for permission. Object against the selling. Tensions rising between France and Prussia amidst Luxembourg crisis. Could this escalate into war? Alright, administrative reform of North Germany. And let's do the constitution things here and there. I'm gonna only select the historical options. Well, through the Treaty of London of 1867, the peace has been preserved and Luxembourg does not fall into French hands. Well, our railway reforms have been completed now, all of them, and now we have this cool bonus here. Ah, the reconstruction of the Hohenzollern castle has been completed. 3 cheers for the architects. Well, it's time to put the constitution draft to vote. Well, this thing formed now. And now we have Constitution of the North German Confederation. Great. Well, time for some domestic policy and foreign policies. Well, it's finally time to do Militärvormacht. And now we can get an army with a state, which is basically the 10% budget, but cheaper, you know. And I can, you know, just put it in there. It costs a lot of political power, but I don't have a use for that anyway. Well, time to prepare German unification. A candidate for the Spanish throne? Sounds like a good opportunity. Well, the French are apparently the anti-Fund police, because they are not too happy about Hohenzollern claiming the Spanish throne, so yeah. This may lead to war. France demands no further claims. Will plead the affair to Bismarck. Oh boy, the Ems dispatch. Condemn their aggressive tone. War in Europe. Oh boy. The troops are attritioning. Great. Well, they just arrived at frontline anyway. Let's boost army morale. Well, the French are doing what they are best at. Losing. Well, but after capturing Paris, they sued for peace. Wow. Classic French move, guys. Right there. Let's send the army somewhere. Our army marches through Paris. A great day for the Empire. Victory is ours. Für das Vaterland. Unified. Let's build some more monuments. Why not? Why is the steel mill closed? Was that in the south? Probably. Let's also unite the German states. German unification. Let the concert play. And we shall of course choose the proud imperial flag as was first proposed. And now we have to reach this focus. Well, finally, Wirtschaftsvormacht. If you're wondering what my divisions were, just this. More would have been too costly. I mean, this is already costly. Well, mostly because I changed the southern templates too now. Alright, a new Germany. And now we have a new focus tree. Woohoo. Great. Well, you know, it's mostly focused on actually, you know, just reforming the state, and there's nothing much gonna happen now anyway, because the content is not that much developed right now. So yeah, I would probably end the video right here. So as always, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and see you next time. Goodbye. They're still at war with Mexico. What did Mexico do?